I'll cut to the chase. The State of the Union is a damn mess. We have an unfit man serving in the Oval Office. A man who plunged this country into chaos last month by shutting down the government for a wasteful, hateful border wall. A president who has waged war on your health care and a woman's right to choose. A president who puts the interests of predatory lenders over the well-being of our veterans and military families. I could go on and on and on, but you're not watching this video to hear how bad a President Donald Trump is. You're watching to find out what we can do about it. So let me tell you a little bit about myself and my vision for how we get out of this mess. I'm Ruben Gallego. I grew up with 3 sisters. Our mom was a secretary who worked hard every day of her life, but we never had much. I worked as a short order cook and other jobs as a teenager, just trying to do my part to help out. I became the first in my family to go to college, served in the Marines in Iraq, and afterwards got involved in politics. Now I'm proud to represent the great state of Arizona in the U.S. House of Representatives. We are a big, diverse country full of all kinds of people. When I was in Iraq, I served with people from big cities and small towns, people whose families had been in this country for generations, and people who had immigrated themselves, and people whose ancestors were brought here in slave ships. Country music fans and hip-hop fans. We had different favorite movies and TV shows. Worship in different churches, mosques, or not at all. We spoke with different accents and ate different kinds of food from back home. We knew that whatever differences we might have, we were all in this fight together. That was the only way we were going to make it out alive. And anything that turned us against each other was just playing into the enemy's hands. Unfortunately, that's the game that Donald Trump likes to play. He gets ordinary people to fight each other, so the most powerful interests can take advantage of us. Trump has no plan to fix healthcare and rebuild our infrastructure. The Democrats do. That's why Trump is trying to divide us and distract us with this ridiculous wall. We can come together to strengthen border security by investing in 21st century technology to truly crack down on drug cartels. We can come together to make our neighborhoods safer by using Trump's wall money to hire more cops in our communities. But Trump doesn't want to bring us together. He wants to keep us divided by building a ridiculous monument to division and hate. The real dividing line in this country isn't about where we worship or where our parents and grandparents came from. The real divide is between the many who work hard and struggle to make ends meet and the privileged few who game the system and line their pockets. In Donald Trump's America, there are the many who play by the rules and the few who make the rules. The good news is, last year, millions of Americans from all walks of life worked their butts off to put a new Congress in office that would act as a check on Trump. I am proud of all of our new members, but especially the ones who, like me, come from the generation that have fought in Iraq and Afghanistan, that have struggled with student debt, and that know firsthand how hard it is to afford to raise a child these days, even if you got a good job. Our first bill of the Congress, H.R. 1, will clean up Washington and strengthen our democracy. It's a bill that will make solving all the other issues easier by reducing the power of special interests. It's a bill to force disclosure of dark money donors, to make it easier to register to vote, and to make sure nobody's improperly purged from the rolls. The Republican leader in the Senate is fighting it because he says making voting easier is a Democratic power grab. Well, ask yourself, what does that say about the GOP? He thinks that if people participate in the process and work together, he can't win. And guess what? He's right. We've got big problems to work on in this country. The American people sent Democrats into the majority to make healthcare and college education more affordable, to make our air and water cleaner, to protect dreamers, and to fight for more opportunity and better wages at work. This is common sense stuff that benefits everyone but Donald Trump and his friends. Trump's plan is to keep us divided and fighting among ourselves, because that's the only way the few can prevail against the many. I'm here in Congress to make sure that doesn't happen. I believe in America. This is the greatest country in the world. Once it's given me opportunities I could never have had anywhere else. Let's keep on fighting for what we believe. And soon, the state of our union will be stronger than it's ever been. We can build a country with safe streets, affordable healthcare, good schools, and abundant clean energy. We can build a strong economy with the best trained, best educated workforce in the world, with good paying jobs available to anyone who wants one. But we cannot do it alone. But we certainly can do it together. Thank you, and good night.